Hans Halter. Isn't it funny that though so many previous Scientologists have died, nearly no conscious Thetans have ever reappeared? I know a minute number of persons have tried to claim being a former Scientologist, but nearly all were turned down by the church. Even Thetans of Sea Org members who have sworn to work for countless lives all seem to vanish instead of turning up at Flag or the next org. Are such questions never asked by Scientologists? It's an interesting take on this, Hans, because I don't have that view that you do, that they're all rejected. I knew a lot of people when I was in the Sea Org and Scientology who claimed to be past life Scientologists and that they had come back, including moi. When I went clear, I thought that I had been, through the process of the auditing on the Clear Certainty Rundown, which is an action the church does in order to verify that you actually are clear. When I did that step in 91 or 93 or whenever it was, 93, I recalled that I had been clear in my last life and that I was a past life Scientologist and maybe even a past life Sea Org member. Nobody rejected me or told me that that wasn't true or that wasn't real. Scientologists, as a general rule, will never tell somebody that what they're recalling from a past life isn't true or is nonsense. Unless, like this bozo who's running around right now saying he's L. Ron Hubbard. Scientologists are not going to fall for that. They are not, they might let their brains leak out a little bit, but they're not empty-headed. I mean, they have some smarts, and they're not going to just, fall for just any Joe, Bill, or Sally coming down the line saying they were L. Ron Hubbard or they were Mary Sue or something like that. People within the world of Scientology have made claims not about being L. Ron Hubbard, but about being former Scientologists or connected to L. Ron Hubbard in some fashion. And I don't know, if you are a former Sea Org member, you were connected to L. Ron Hubbard in some fashion. So it's not a fantastical sort of thing to make such a claim. What I find interesting about Scientology, especially now that I'm out of it, and I really have looked at this a bit more objectively, is how they will reject anyone who comes in claiming that they are now in touch with L. Ron Hubbard or with aliens, or that they have had alien visitations or have seen UFOs. Scientologists believe in all that stuff on a theoretical level, but when it comes to actually dealing with somebody who comes in and says, yeah, I saw a UFO, I visited, aliens visited me or something like that, Scientologists are kind of like, that suddenly they're very skeptical. Right? So it's weird. It's a weird kind of, I don't know what the word is, dichotomy, opposites with that. But that's the kind of thing Scientologists will reject out of hand. Past life Scientologist, past life Sea Org member, they're not going to reject that. At least that was my experience.